How's it going, guys? And welcome back to the Sports Scoop. Today, as you can see by the title and thumbnail, I'm going to be bringing you a Houston Texans mock draft. They've got a lot of picks, traded away to Deshaun Watson. They got a high pick in this year's draft because they were atrocious last season. And first things first, I want to definitely shout out our live stream that we're going to be doing during the draft when Houston are able to make their first pick and their second pick in the first round. We will definitely be there. Not even a Houston fan, just putting that out there. So make sure to check it out. We're going to have graphics. It's going to be a real ESPN like live stream, and you won't have to pay the TV costs. So a little bit of a nice thing that we can provide you guys, the Sports Scoop. Let's get into the video. The mock draft. And with the first two picks, you could see what is most likely going to happen, which is Aiden Hutchinson and Trayvon Walker go to either Jacksonville or Detroit in whichever order. I'm going to follow that order and go edge rusher here, and that's going to be Kayvon Thibodeaux because I think he is just that good of a player. Thibodeaux, the best bend of any player in this class, and has the raw physical traits that a guy like Trayvon Walker has, but he did have production in college, which makes me a lot more inclined to pick him, even if Walker was on the board. Now at 13, and I'm really concerned about this wide receiver room because aside from the obvious one in Brandon Cooks, they've got pretty much nothing. It's Danny Amendola and it's pretty much Danny Amendola and Nico Collins alongside Brandon Cooks. And I know there are other issues with this team, but I'm more than happy to take Drake London at 13. That's a big body receiver to help Davis Mills out. And right off the bat, having Kayvon Thibodeaux and Drake London with your third overall pick and 13th overall pick, that is amazing. So we are here at pick 37 now. You see Thibodeaux and you see Drake London go. And now let's just take a look at the board. I'm not completely against taking quarterback. I'm not going to do so because I do believe in Davis Mills. Safety could be really good here. And it says cornerback here, but I'm not too interested in taking cornerback because they have that Desmond King and they have a lot of depth in terms of corners in later in the draft. Well, let's look just in case. Yeah, there's no one that I'm really thinking too highly of here. So I'm actually going to go ahead and take I'm going to take Tyler Smith here. I like Tyler Smith, and the O-line was atrocious last season. Definitely something I was considering taking Evan Neal at third, but I'm happy to take Smith there. So that's very good. You can see the board moving. I don't know when Houston's next pick is. Should be relatively soon. But definitely a good start for them getting Travis Jones, Drake London, and Kayvon Thibodeaux leading up to the 68th overall pick. I'm definitely going to go look at safety now. No, I'm not going to take, though. Let's look offensive tackle. I just took. I'm going to look at running back. Yeah, I'm going to take Kenny Walker here. David Johnson, not up to par. Rex Burkhead, you don't want him starting. Kenneth Walker provides another star on that offense. And just like that, I have another pick. So this is a very lively draft for Texans fans. And now you see, I do like Zion McCollum. I really like him, but I think I can get him later. So I'm going to hold off on him. Let's see. Just look at the board. Zay Spiller, Carson Strong, Nicholas Petit Frere, who I'm not completely against taking, by the way. I like Troy Anderson. And the tight end issue is another issue for this team. They've got Brevin Jordan. I'm not convinced by the tight end room, but I'm not going to go and take another one. I think I'm going to take Troy Anderson here, the fastest linebacker in the draft. And he was very good for Montana State. I'm very intrigued to see where he goes in the draft. I wouldn't be surprised if he snuck up into the second round. As you can see the board going. Now it's more towards the depth picks. And Houston here, as tempted as I am to take Matt Ariaza, I'm not going to do so, even though he is right there. I'm going to search the corner room. I'm going to take Zion McCollum here. Definitely someone who shot up after the combine, and I have back-to-back picks. So let's look at the safety room now. Yeah, I'm not very attracted to the safety room. Let's look offensive tackle then. Well, I like Rasheed Walker. I'll do that. So that's Rasheed Walker and Zion McCollum. That's some good picks for them, good value, and they can move in. I'm going to go for a receiver next round just because they don't have that. They don't have that luxury in terms of depth at receiver. It's literally just Drake London and Brandon Cooks. I think any Houston fan would be ecstatic with this draft. Don't know when the next pick is. Wish I could just skip to my own picks. We continue to wait. Definitely going to take wide receiver next. I think I'm going to take Tyquan Thornton, although I do think I can get him later. So let's look in the tight end room. Let's exit the tight end room. So Matt Ariaza is definitely not a bad. You know what? Screw it. Having Matt Ariaza is already a huge impact to your special teams, and that is one of the best things you can do for your defense is have someone like that. So Matt Ariaza, as much as it's a bad value pick, maybe it's a great pick because this is a guy who can literally just put the ball wherever he wants to on the field. I think he's much more valuable than people imagine. And you can see I've got one pick left, I believe. I'm just going to continue to scroll. I've got two picks left, and I intend to use one of them at least on wide receiver. And I'm going to be doing that right here. This is where I'm going to take Tyquan Thornton. He was the fastest wide receiver. And now I've got another pick. I might have another couple of them. Now I'm going to take safety. Let's see who's open. I don't like money. I don't like these guys. Damn, I keep coming back to the safety room thinking, okay, this is the time I'm going to like this room, and I just don't. So I'm actually going to take another offensive tackle, and I'm actually going to I'm not sure about this one. I'm probably just going to go best player open. And for me, that would probably. Oh, I like Nick Grant, actually. Yeah, I'm going to take Nick Grant out of Virginia. Good ball hockey. He's got really good ball skills. One of the better of the safety class, actually. But tackling is going to be an issue for him moving forward. Yeah, I do like that pick. Moving into, I believe, my last pick of the draft. And we'll definitely do a rundown of what I did for the Houston Texans and how that would impact their roster. Yeah, I believe I have one more pick. And let's see. Yep, and this will be my last pick. And no, I'm not going to take a quarterback. That would be foolish. Let's just see who the best player open is. It says Michael Wright. I'm not really intrigued by him. I already took a Penn State linebacker. It might be nice to have two of them. No, you know what? I'm gonna take Jerrion Ealy, running back out of Ole Miss, played with Matt Corral, and they worked very, very well together. And I think him and Kenny Walker in the backfield is not as far-fetched as one would think. Let's look at my user picks. Kayvon Thibodeaux, Drake London, Tyler Smith, Kenny Walker, Troy Anderson, Zion McCollum, Rasheed Walker, Nat Ariaza, Tyquan Thornton, Nick Grant, Jerrion Ealy. I did not take a linebacker out of Penn State. I took an offensive tackle. So right off the bat, we got Kayvon Thibodeaux starting, Drake London starting, Tyler Smith starting, Kenny Walker starting, Troy Anderson starting, Zion McCollum will probably be a depth player, Rasheed Walker as well, Matt Ariaza starting, Tyquan Thornton starting, and I would believe Nick Grant fits into this team as a depth player, Jaron Ely as well as a depth player. But that's massive upgrades for Houston because Kayvon Thibodeaux has top 5 defensive end in the league potential for the next couple seasons. Drake London could be a top 10 receiver in the league within the next couple seasons. Kenny Walker could be a top 5 running back in the league in the next couple of seasons. So as bad as everything looks for Houston right now, you get this type of guy in Drake London, you get this type of guy in Kayvon Thibodeaux, you get Kenny Walker and Tyler Smith, who is one of my favorite prospects on the entire board, and Troy Anderson, who's the fastest linebacker in the class. That is their first 5 picks. That is absolutely incredible. And then you tie in Matt Ariaza, who can pretty much change any term of field position. And you've got a very promising young team. And if they draft this way, they're ready for a great rebuild. That's all for today, folks. I'm very excited to give you guys some more team mocks. Let me know what you guys think and whether or not I should have taken Thibodeaux or someone else at 3, someone else over London at 13. And definitely, if you're a Texans fan, let me know where I went wrong in the depth picks, and let me know what I did right, because I like criticism and I like being reaffirmed. So thank you so much, and come back for our live stream. See you in the next video.